Alright, we are back. Welcome back to Hogwarts Legacy. We are back, and we gotta get down to there. I already forgot the controls. Is this it? Here we go. That's not where we went in at. There was something back there just now. We could literally drink while we're...
Transfiguration? No child of mine should receive less than outstanding. What are you even doing in that class? Or is it that sniveling teacher of yours? Well, you can be sure I'll be having words with that so-called school. You will receive an
Is that what's talking the paper? Okay. Okay.
It'll be the next.
I was so confused. What's this one? Can I eat something here? Alright, eat some crackers. So, is this an actual mission? Talk to
Sure, you don't want to try it? Brewed it myself. Hello. You're the new 5th year. Pleased to meet you. I'm Gareth Weasley. Heard about your travels here. Can't believe it. Glad you and Fig are all right. Is it true that someone from the Ministry was with you in the carriage?
Oh, yes. A friend of Professor Fig's.
Oh, didn't mean to pry. Nasty business, dragons. Again, very glad you're here.
Thank you, Gareth. So am I. Are you related to Professor Weasley?
I am. She's my aunt.
That must be nice, that must be awkward, then you can do whatever you want. Sure,
You must be able to get away with anything.
The opposite, actually. Aunt Matilda tends to treat me as if I'm a first year. Keeps too close an eye on me. It's all a bit suffocating, to be honest. Still, she means well, and she's an incredibly powerful witch. She'll have your back.
Nice meeting you, Gareth. What's that in your mug? Do you have a knack for potions, too? Sure.
Are you having butterbeer for breakfast?
Oh no. I've been perfecting a recipe I came up with over the summer. I'm almost there, based on some reactions that may need a bit more work.
Okay, so what's in your mug? Just
Seems you
that
enjoy
too?
brewing. Might I assume that you've a talent for potions of all sorts?
Well, as I see it, there's little difference, fundamentally, between brewing a modification to butterbeer and a Wiggenweld potion. Though, I'm not certain Professor Sharp would make the connection. He doesn't appreciate my, creativity as much as you might think.
Alright, cool, and we're off.
Well, it was nice meeting you, Gareth, and thank you for the insights on your aunt.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Good luck today.
This is not the
I
main
don't
story.
know
There's a
what
bunch of
I'm
side
doing
story
wrong.
talks.
It's not a complicated spell. I should be able to do it non-verbally. Why is this not working? Ugh! Oh, hello there. Welcome to Gryffindor. I'm Cressida.
Pleasure to meet you, Cressida.
Splendidly theatrical arrival to the sorting ceremony last evening. Made it in by the skin of your teeth. Is it true that you're Professor Fig's protege?
I've studied with him, not at all. I'm not really sure, so...
I'm not sure I'd say that, but I did study with him a little before we arrived.
Blast! I was hoping he might have given you some advice on non-verbal casting.
Is that what you were trying to do just there?
Oh, yes.
You can't, like, look
Having a
around while
spot
you're
of
doing it, so I
trouble.
wish you could look around.
I've
I wish it
mastered
was,
the
like,
charm using its incantation.
there's a lot of
This is
paintings and stuff
proving
moving on the
a
wall,
bit
so I wish you could, like, you know, pan your camera around and stuff. Now I just totally missed what she said. Yes, having a spot of trouble, I've mastered the charm using its incarnation, whatever. But this proving a bit trickier. I'm sure you'll get it. Perhaps you just need a bit more practice. Your casting needs work. I'm sure you'll get it.
Don't worry. We'll get it in the end.
Oh, I hope so. If I can get it, Professor Ronan's sure to be very impressed. I'm just going to keep at it.
I wish you luck. How hard is it to cast nonverbal spells? Can most students cast nonverbally?
Is it really that difficult to cast non-verbally?
Oh, yes. And if you don't get it just right,
Might
the
as well learn
results
while
can
we can
be,
go.
shall we say, awkward. Once, I tried to cast Depulso non-verbally on a goblet in the Great Hall and ended up launching Professor Sharp's Yorkshire pudding into his face. He was not happy.
Do most students know how to cast non-verbally?
Not at all. Hogwarts doesn't teach non-verbal casting until the 6th year. And even then, many struggle with it. I'm simply trying to get ahead of the game.
Man, I could have
Well,
just
good
left
luck
her at
with
that.
it. It was nice to meet you, Cressida.
You as well. Enjoy your first day.
try to kill her.
Why is everyone so highly strung? It's perfectly safe. Well, hello. Don't mind me. I find it helpful to change my point of view now and again. Put things in perspective. Once I made it to the top of Gryffindor Tower, from the outside, without a broom.
Goodness.
I'm Nellie, by the way. Nellie Ogspire. I've heard rumors about what happened to you on your way to Hogwarts. Is it true? About the dragon?
Yes. It's true. It was terrifying. It was nothing. I couldn't handle it. Come on. What? I'll just say it's true.
Our carriage was attacked by a
Oh my
dragon.
god, it's great.
Crikey. I can't believe it. How thrilling. And also terrifying. Anyway, you've certainly brought some much-needed excitement to Gryffindor. And Hogwarts, for that matter.
Nice to meet you. What are people saying about travels here? Not afraid of heights, are you? Have you ever encountered a dragon?
I'd imagine most students have never seen a dragon. Have you?
Goodness, no. And I've never heard of one attacking a carriage like that. Not enough meat in a carriage, I'd think.
Let's go down to the next one.
I take it you're not afraid of heights.
It's something I've always done, since I was little. My mother once found me on the roof when I was 5. Still has no idea how I got there. But with all the strange hallways and rooms in the castle, and everything lurking in and outside the grounds, you don't need to scale a tower to see something incredible here.
What
There is
exactly
a
are the
ton
rumors
of
about my journey to
conversation.
Hogwarts?
That you
You ever just
escaped
wanna
a
play a
dragon
game?
attack? Isn't that enough? Most of us arrive
Sure.
via train or boat, not having just escaped the jaws of a dragon. Of course it's got people talking. Word travels fast at Hogwarts.
I'm sure I'll be seeing you around, either in our common room or when you scale your next tower.
You never know. Bye for now.
Our character kind of talks robotic.
New
But-
Gryffindor. Professor Weasley's waiting for you outside the common room.
Alright, cool. Is that where we get? What's this? Alright, well, it probably plays music, but, yeah, I have that turned up. You know, copyright and all.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
Yes.
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time.
Me too.
Can't
Let's
believe
go.
I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What in the heck?
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally
So can we learn them all
resource.
just sitting here? I'm not even kidding. Can we just like take the book out and literally go through them all? Or are we just gonna automatically know this
Thank you,
stuff?
Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Okay. So 10 minutes in and
This
we're finally
way.
gonna do something.
The guide will give you
Don't get me wrong, I love
opportunities to
listening to
practice your
conversation
magic
and get to
and
know people,
educate
but
yourself about
there's
wizarding
definitely a
lore.
lot of conversation in this game. I mean, there's definitely the pick and choose type of thing where you're,
I
you know,
certainly
whatever
would have
you.
appreciated something like the field guide
I'm
when I
also
was a
talking over
student.
these people, but whatever you
Using
pick
the guide
can,
will also train you to be alert to your
basically choose your
surroundings.
next path wisely type
Do
of thing.
keep up.
So,
Ah, the guide appears to have some information for you about that painting of poor Barufio. Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll...
Revelio.
collect. Portrait of Barufio. The portrait depicts the wizard Barufio, famed for his brain elixir, and is an example of what happens when incantations. Probably not that word, but I can't explain. Alright, are improperly spoken. He once said instead of F and found himself on the floor with a buffalo on his chest. Oh, he once said S instead of S. Okay. S instead of F. You've unlocked a field guide challenge. Your progress towards completing challenge appears on the guide. Field guide, open the field guide. So we go, oh my lord. Okay, this is your Wizarding level. XP earned for challenge increases your level and power. Okay, look at that. So this is it right here. Your field guide tracks your current challenge progress. Select a guide. We'll go here. Wow, now we're up to here. Collecting your first guide page unlocked a new challenge category. New challenges you unlock throughout your adventures will appear here. Select field guide. Press to continue. There's so much stuff. Collect 2 field guide pages in Hogwarts. 1 of 2 gear appearance reward Hogwarts Regalia spectacles. Okay. And exit. Okay. Can I like do that on every single painting? Is that
Clever,
a thing?
isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
You should see your face!
Revelio.
Oh, what's that blue thing over there?
Oh,
No time to waste. You've classes to attend. You've been
Revelio.
practicing.
Yeah, I don't think we can. Ooh, we did just. Some of these things we can't unlock, some of them we can. I'm gonna keep remembering that in Revelio. Are we gonna like run at some point? Or what's this? Can I get into this?
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
You can open the map at any time, fast travel to any discovered flue flames. Open the map. Okay. Alright, to cut this down and to make it really speed up real fast for you guys here. Basically, if you haven't played this game yet, flue flames, green flames, are essentially fast travel. You can fast travel anywhere around the map, but you have to unlock these as you pass them in the halls or outside.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
Kinda hope I can
Revelio.
do this.
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
Wait, that's the one we just get. No, stop, back up. That's the one we just picked up. Alright, we gotta follow her so we can get some stuff done.
Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
Harry Pippin certainly steered me right with that wound cleaning potion.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Can you tell me more about Charms class? What exactly in Defense Against the Dark Arts? What's Hogsmeade?
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Okay, so I look for Hogsmeade. What exactly? Defense Against the Dark Arts.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become Aurors. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
And can you tell me more about
What
charms?
will I learn
please?
in charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
So I know there's a lot of free
to
roam,
absorb on your first
but
day,
I also kind of want to
and you
continue
have
story mode
much
just to
learn.
get the gist of
Your
things. So I think I'm going to try to do a little bit of both.
Assignments for
We'll
you
see what happens in
outside of
this
class. You'll be up
part
to speed
2
in no
episode
time.
here.
Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
There is, in fact. I'm afraid there isn't.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said.
There
Speak
is.
of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you.
So I stuck
Good
by
luck
his word.
today.
He said don't
And
tell
remember
anybody
to
about it,
use
so I
your field
kept my
guide.
mouth shut for his
It will be
dignity and not for
invaluable to you.
hers. Which I don't really know her yet,
invaluable
so...
to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Professor Fig.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
You did, sir. I didn't like to lie. Yeah, we'll just go with this.
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well-trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Alright, so that was... open map here. Alrighty, so this next part is not the fast travel, but it's basically showing you details of how and what symbols to look for. All symbols will be on the map when you go to the map, and you can click on them to click as in waypoints, and then when you get back into position into the game, you can click up on the D-pad, and that'll guide you to your next selected symbol or mission.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Take I'm gonna try to do like 45-minute part episodes every time.
Is that all you've got? Yeah.
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Yay, we're gonna learn something. Let's go. Oh, got it. Do we get to designate that, or does it automatically go
Levioso!
We're gonna be perfect, right? Right out the gate. Let's go.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
You're gonna have me do it right off the gate, right? Do it, bro. We're gonna do it, aren't we?
Let us begin with the basic cast.
R2. Perform a basic.
See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, Levioso. Well done. Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Okay.
Levioso! This should be easy. Protego. How's the view?
You're good.
Now perceptive. Thank you.
Stupid one. Lucky. Nothing lucky about it.
Good form.
I know.
This can't be your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
Levioso.
I
do just kicked his
enjoy
butt.
a lively duel.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Quit grinning like an idiot, man.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as
I have a hard time
likely
remembering
goblins,
like that. I
is a
gotta
different
hold
kettle
triangle
of
down when they're gonna
Grindylows
shoot at me,
entirely.
and then I gotta hurry
Understood,
up and
Professor.
hold.
So, I'd advise
R2
you to
and
keep
O. I'm
practicing
sure the more I play
whenever you
this, the more I'll
can.
get used to the controls. So.
Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional...
Enjoyed that.
Well, that
I
duel
wish I would
was
have had a
quite
more
something.
catchier name than Sigma
Everyone will
Teddy
be
Eddie,
talking
but that's
about it.
alright.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice. It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've had my share of wand combat. It was It was. Never used my wand in combat.
In fact, it was.
I gotta be
Perhaps I have a
secretive.
knack for it.
Be coy if you like,
It's
but
gonna
I
be
know better.
secretive.
Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Sounds intriguing, sounds suspicious.
Unsanctioned? I don't know. School rules are in place for a reason.
Yes, to keep students in the dark. So many things we're deemed unprepared to know. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club,
He is a
or
Slytherin
sneaking
guy,
into the
so-
restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance, if you're interested.
And we'll definitely be continuing. I'm trying to put out a video every single day of this, so I'm not behind and I keep going, so.
Here. Behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Okay, so 1 and 2 and 3 and we're in.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
So I was the only one that did it. There's no practice. Now we're going outside for some good stuff. Okay, let's go.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree, So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
Great. What are we doing?
Very Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres. Relinquish your job. That's it! Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward. Very good! Excellent control there. Very good. Points to Gryffindor. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Let's go. What the hell is this?
There we go.
Can I go? Anytime now. Yeah, let's go. 50, baby.
Splendid. Let us see this.
Oh, she's gonna knock me off, isn't she? Oof, you lucky.
That is how it's done.
Come on. Oh no, I just pushed her above, didn't I? Shoot. Crap, now the only way to get her is I'm gonna have to push her up here. Yep.
That's it!
Oh man, can we redo it? Ah, son of a beep. Did we tie that even though it said 150 and 130?
There we go.
Come on. Slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down! Shh, crap. That's where we gotta get it. We gotta pass all of them. I think I should just walked away like smooth move, Ace.
Yes!
Wait, does that mean I can go like over here and go diagonal?
I know everyone is watching, but try not to be nervous. You're doing quite well.
Well, that's one way to do it.
Let us see this.
I'm gonna aim to hit her. See, I don't want to do that because I want to like get all the way over here though. Guess there's only one way to do it. All right, so we're gonna have to wait till that one comes.
Not that I mind.
Stop!
Not to worry.
Crap! Man, twice in a row.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
The only good plus is that she's also Gryffindor, so it's not like we lost any points. It was just sucks because we were second, but that's kind of hard to do.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio.
Wish you could like restart, but it makes sense.
Right
kind of bummed though.
It gets easier, I promise.
I don't know,
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
You can cast spells without a wand?
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans.
Okay, well, she was...
If you're so inclined.
A word, if you would.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Hello there. You're the new student,
Hello.
aren't you?
You wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
Revelio.
Like another cat that I can pet. Ah, I wish I would have got a cat. That looks so cool in this game. I think she just said hello. Alright, quest begin. Weasley's after class.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Schmeagle free! I'm just kidding. I know it's not Lord Rings.
Excuse
That's what he
Deke.
reminds me of.
Ah, there you are.
What we got going
I
on
trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Hasn't Professor Fig said anything? Nope.
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Ronan mentioned that. What more work?
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one.
All right,
Now,
what are we doing?
regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned
Yeah, I gotta
earlier,
do that too.
we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Right, so I had to restart my recording because it was basically letting me know that I can only go up to 60 minutes. Anyway, so we're going to cut this one down. We'll make it fit. What more can you tell me about the potion shop? Let's go through all three of these, and then we'll get out there and do our mission, and then that'll be the end of part 2 episode.
Potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
Awesome, let's go. I'm ready to go.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
So he is part of Slytherin. So I feel like that might cause problems, while she is part of Gryffindor. But he could show me to, like, dark stuff, right? That's kind of what I want to do. So we're going to go with him.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Might cause some problems.
Glad to
We'll see
hear
it.
Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
The Three Broomsticks.
Revelio.
Okay, what do we got here? Let's go over there. She'll be on her way. Speak to Professor Ronan. Receive your first assignment. Assignments and types of quests are the crossbow and hammer sticks. That's what it looks like, anyways. So we're gonna do this first.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
Why must I first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand experience, and these tasks should provide you with just that. Such experience is invaluable when mastering any new bit of magic.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
Maybe this will help. Can I do something here?
Lumos. Accio. Levioso.
Oh, what was that? Wasn't planning on that, but it worked. Cool, so that was one thing. I think I have to collect all these pages to actually continue the next mission.
Revelio. Lumos. Accio. Brilliant. Accio. Got it.
That's how I was able to collect the
trust the
pages.
preliminary task.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor, Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
Only charm Reparo can be used to mend broken object. Oh, that's how we created that bridge. That's how they created
Very
that
good.
bridge at the beginning.
If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Revelio.
Alright, I had a sneeze, so we went with this, and we went
Reparo.
with this.
Nicely done. Works like a charm, doesn't it?
Check that out. That's pretty cool. Alright, so now we return back to him again, I'm assuming. No, we don't. Where do we go? Alright, I'm going to go ahead and stop it here, guys. I know it's going to be quite the cliffhanger to leave it on. I know there wasn't a lot of, you know, whatever you want to call it, special effects that happened in this one. It was more of a getting the basics down. This is a part 2. It was getting the skills down, the training, learning new magic, stuff like that. But I will say that there's definitely more to come. I have played a little bit. I'm editing this video now. I have played into the future a little bit. This video coming out Thursday time, Eastern time, probably midday, and then the part 3 will come out Eastern time, Friday morning. So with that being said, again, I thank you for coming back and watching, and I implore you to continue the story with me and seeing where it leads next. Trying to keep these videos about 45-ish minutes. Trying not to go over, as I'm already over looking at this now. So with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll have a good one. Peace. See ya.